Hey, hello guys. Welcome back to other interesting video. Today we are gonna see this modern chair how to create in Solidworks by having a little features to create this kind of modern chair with manufacturable design. So also can be done in a different profile. And so in upcoming videos, I'm planned for a different profile so that please do subscribe to in order to get all the updates from my side. So if it is useful you can do. It's not like I'm forcing you to do that. So at the end of the video, if you feel like you have learned out of something today, so you're gonna do subscribe and give thumbs up. So yeah, without wasting much time, let's start with a new part. We'll go with a new part here. I want to select OK. So as you know, before I have done this model, I have remember some dimensions for the profile. So I'm going to create the same from the scratch. So I'll create a center line. So roughly I will make a profile how I was done before, the same way. I just make some. This is how it looks, the backrest, and also at the headrest we'll make some smooth curve. Yes, and we'll give a try of this value and yes. Okay, up here we'll go with the dimensions. Automatically it will try to scale up if you start doing the initial dimension. So accordingly this will get scale up, and we will go with 600 mm. So it's all in mm. So yeah, if you're inches you can just go with inches. By changing here, if you want to be in inches you can do that, or even centimeter, centimeter in meters. So however you can change your units and accordingly you can design your needs. So I will go with 100 degree. I mean it's about 10 degree. So again I just want to create the same 600. So I'll create a 600 over here, and this backrest should be somewhere aligned 10 degree. Yeah, that makes sense. And this would be 1000. That is what I remember. I hope 1000 I gave. Yes. With this one from here to here, main dimensions so total 2800. Yes. And total height would be 3000 mm. Yes. Looks good. Now we'll make this to be somewhere around 800. Yes, and this to be to will make 30 degree. Yes. 900 and 3000 makes little sense. And now we'll define these dimensions again. 1200 what I gave before. Yes, and this one could be 150 if I remember. Yes, almost we are close to the profile. So yeah, 30 degree we gave. So now a thing is like we need to make another curve for the support to the bottom. So again a curve with with the support. Yes, and let it be, yeah, tangential, and we'll remove this point, I mean constant. So again I will go with a line, and we'll make more arc and go with support. Yes, so here this two should be tangential, and I will make the dimension for this arc around 900. If you feel I'm annoying, and then you can just mute it and try to follow these steps step by step, and you can also play the music by muting my video. So ultimately you have to listen complete video to make this design as per your need. So that's the reason I was like making a step by step instruction for the beginners and the intermediate. who are an expert. I think by the time you would have some idea how to do this. So let it be. You can also comment in the comment section. I'm very happy to help you guys. So whenever you have any doubt, that you can just point out the timing and just let me know. So I'm very happy to help you guys. Not an issue. So it's all about transferring the knowledge to the world and getting back the same from the people who are very interested to share the knowledges across the world. Means across the people. So I think almost we are done, and this too should be tangential, and now this too should be tangential. See, this is how the profile looks. So you can just take a snap of this, dimension, and you can also give a same try with your design. So yeah, so side profile is ready. So now the interesting thing is interesting fact, we have to create a multiple profile to create a loft. So what I'm going to do here is we need a multiple planes. So I'm not going to waste too much time to create different planes by having these two profiles as a reference. So here I'm going to select this fine plane. I'm going to give a quick tips or tricks if you are not knowing it. So I'm going to create a sketch instead of plane. I'm going to create a sketch where I was looking for a profile to be done. So the way I have given a different angles, it's not about you can also customize. But when it comes applying, we have to properly select all these things as per our need. So these three are main region where we need to create a plane. So what I'm going to do here is I just created a sketch, and I will go for a surface and do the extrude of around 5 mm, 10 mm should be fine. Default is 10 mm should be fine, because we are not bother on the the distance. This is the reference we need to create a profile. So I'm going to select this sketch here. I'm going to do convert entity, and I'm using this as a reference for my profile. So yes, that's it. So you don't need to create a plane for this angle. You can always go with a sketch. However you want, you can just create a sketch and then extrude the surface. So yes, so come back and then again go with this plane, and I mean surface, and go for a sketch and do the convert entity. I repeat the same process for other two planes. I mean the surface. Yes, we are doing. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Yes, yes. And this how we are completed two profile. The other profile is this. I'm gonna create a convert entity, and I'm gonna create a profile. In yes, this is where we were using this surface to make our life very easy. So done, and I'm gonna hide this for now. When I will tell you when to delete, so that we will not repeat the delete body option again and again. So yeah, to here it was ready. So other profile is top. So where we need to create here. So I will take a top plane as a reference, since already the plane is there. So we don't need to create another sketch to create a surface. So I will create a line again with this reference, and I'm gonna join this point with this as a coincident. Yeah, perfect. So now we are going to go with a loft options to create this profile. So I'm gonna do select this feature and go with a loft, and here we go. This is a profile. I want always try to select at one corner, so that the loft will be following at the same the point where your other profile are meeting each other. Yes, so the profiles have got connected. Now I'm gonna use the guide curve. So for that I'm gonna use a selection manager. So in that I'm gonna select this entities, sketch entities for my curve. I mean for my guide. I'm gonna do okay. So yeah, the top is ready. The bottom one again, they do the same process. Go for a selection manager. You have a multiple options. Means select group option you have to select, and you have to start selecting the groups. I mean you have to select the entities. It become as a single group. That is what it means. So yeah, now it's the bottom profile is ready and select OK. So this is a default loft option. Almost we got a profile, but one thing you have to remember, like start and end. So from here to here, we have created a multiple entity. So we want to create a smooth entity as a single entity. We have to create. I mean, you have to enable this normal to profile on both sides. So then we have a smooth single entity guide curves. After coming out of the loft option, you will come to know like what I was like. Yeah, if you see, this is single entity for us now. So it was no smooth profile, and I will select this as a white background. So this is what I like mostly. So I also recommend to you, but still it's up to you. So I'm gonna select another part by help of a mirror option. For that, I'm gonna create a plane where I want to mirror this part. So yes, I'm gonna select this plane. This is where I gonna mirror like 800 and 800 plus. So it will be around 1600. So however, like if you decide a customized width, you can just modify your width. So I'm gonna select body. So if we have to disable this merge solid, since we don't have any body between these two parts, these two bodies. So I will disable this option and I'm gonna select OK. So now these two bodies are ready. So we are good. And I'm gonna select a sketch and I'm gonna do a convert entity as a single entity now and extrude up to the surface. Great. And I'm gonna select OK. So now we are almost filled. I mean, filled this outer exterior face. So now the challenge is like we have to create a multiple plywoods by removing some certain material out of this solid, profile. So for that, I'm gonna again select the front plane, or even you can go with a mid plane and go with a rectangular profile. So in this, if you select from the bottom, I just look for 50 mm and thickness of the plywood should be 30 mm. But even you can play with the different thickness of the plywood. But for now, I will create this and I'm gonna with this selection now to here it. So yeah, so okay, and come out of that sketch and gonna do extrude and I'm gonna do a mid plane. So here you go with the 2500. Yes, almost good. Or maybe 63. Yeah, it has to come out of that profile. So still further you need to go. Like I mean 5000 should be fine. Yes, or sorry, I maybe 4%. It's quite decent actually, but you have to remove the major result. So by the time you have some idea like how this gonna be done, these two are going to intersect, and we are going to create a common, a profile from out of these two bodies. So then we will be having the plywood of the desired shape. That's what we are going to do. For that complete profile, in order to do, we have to go with a curve-driven pattern. So in this, we have to select the curve, which this pattern has to align with that. So I'm going to select this curve, and instead of feature and face, we are going to select the body. So this is the body. Yes, so this is 40, which I have done previously, so it got selected from the default. So 40 should be fine. And also go with this tangent to curve and offset curve. So if you make a line to seed, so what happens is it will be the same direction it will try to go. So always go with tangent to curve. Yes, so now it looks good actually. So and then I'll come out of that, selecting OK. So now if you could see here, there are some areas where we need some improvements. So that areas we are gonna focus. I mean, I'm gonna increase the face by help of move face option. Yes, like you just select this move face. I think it's 10 mm, but we can go with 1000. Yes, that makes sense. Yes. Actually, sometimes it looks like very, a horsefish, but it's not exactly the same. But I'm just telling, like when I used to design that, the moment I thought like it looks like a horse. So people, you can also comment like how it looks at this moment for you, in your mind when you are watching this steps. Just comment it so that I will also come to know your perspectives. Okay, I think up to here we can go with that, and then we will probably delete because almost it's very close to this, so we will delete this body um, while deleting that surface areas. Yeah, yes, it's good actually. We will be facing some issue, but still, let's give a try and see. Yes, now we are good actually. Now I'm gonna use the delete option to delete this body along with that three surface which previously we have done. It's not quite no more for now. So now I'm gonna select the same midplane, and now I'm gonna select the sketch. Yes, what, and it is. I'm going to close this profile. Yes. So here what we are going to do is we're going to offset some select chain. 10 mm should be fine. Yes, 10 mm. And again I'm going to select this select chain. This time I'm going to select for construction, so then it will become as a red line. I mean, sorry, center line. Then we have outer profile. So now we are going to remove the external parts, like which is not required at all. I mean, midplane, yes, almost, and the flip side to cut, like it will try to cut the external, I mean, outer profile. Yes, this is what we were looking. Is perfect now. So we are now good. You can see here this outer face. Now this we can actually, while cutting, we can eliminate. That's not a big deal. Yes. So now we're gonna use intersection option. Intersect. We can also give a try with a combine option, but I have tried before, but it was not at all supporting for me. It's throwing an error. It cannot be done as a single body. So I will select this complete body. Yes, and I want to intersect all bodies together. So now we have 40 bodies. So let's see. Yes, I don't want some bodies. It's taking some time. Yeah, I just want to remove some bodies which is not required at all. I'm gonna remove this, like this. But if it is working combine option for you, it is very really great because it is time consuming. Automatically, it will try to make you a the intersection profile at this at the end of the. I think this is what I'm telling. It was very close actually. By changing the arc, I think we can eliminate that. Also, by decreasing the thickness of this plywood also can be done. It's all depends on your profile, how you are looking. So based on that, we can do that. So quickly, I will eat, which is not required. So hope I'm not wasting your time. I know it's very precise for everyone their timing, but yeah, this is how we have to select. As I said, like if we go with different options, we can eliminate. But this time, I don't know, like what could be the reason because of zero. Sometimes zero. Okay, I think we are good. I'm gonna select OK now. It takes time. Yes, so we are good now. So our main profile is ready. Now we are gonna create a the X, I mean or Y direction, sorry, Z direction profile. So for that, what I'm gonna do here is before that, we'll just create a cutout for making to align it's a manufacturable model, as I said before while starting the video. So I'm gonna create a extrude cut. Yes, I'm gonna convert entity. And this all I just want to keep it. Oops, 1 second. Sorry. Oh, yes, have convert entities, and I'm gonna select this profile as a center line because it's not required no more. Oops, some issue. Just hold on, guys. So I have some issue in Solidworks. Hey, sorry guys. So there was some power fluctuation, and that's the reason it got stuck. Just hold on. I don't know. It's some internet issue. That's the reason. Okay. Oops. We'll make this as a center line. And I'm gonna do offset of 150 mm towards inside. Yes, reverse. And this line, let it be up. We'll do one thing like yes. This is not required at all anymore. Okay. And maybe we can do this offset from here 150. Yes, and then you just select this, select chain, and make the construction lines. It's not required. You would have selected like in a different way, but not an not a big deal. Yes. So now this we roughly created the profile. So at this moment we created at this face by selecting the front plane. So we are going to change the plane to plane one. It's a mid plane. So yeah, I'm gonna do extrude cut. Yeah, I just want to do this extrude cut of mid face at 30 mm, and for all the bodies, for all bodies, yes. Yeah, we are good actually. So now we would understand this way we can interlock the other plywoods. So now we can do the linear pattern by taking this as a direction, or yes, front plane up to the reference. I want up to here, and the distance, yes, a 4 could be fine. Select reference. Yeah, I think this could be fine, and then I think this up to this and go with an option future. This is a future. Yes, good. And similarly, I just want to do the same thing on the other way, face, and up to this reference, we can select this as a reference, and I want to be same of 4. So now the main option is like we selected both direction and it's aligned with the same patterns. I mean, like from here it took the direction of 8. Now 4 plus 4, so we have to enable this option so that it will remove the overlapping features. I mean, overlapping seats. So that's the reason we have to enable this option. So we can select OK by in a single linear pattern we have done in a by directional. I mean, the both direction we done extrude cut for these plywoods. I mean, this for this feature. So now we are good. Now again, by selecting the same plane, we're gonna create a center profile, and then we're gonna do the same linear pattern. For that, I'm gonna create a convert LED, and I'm gonna close here this profile. So here we are going to do an offset. offset of 10 mm. Yes, and I'm gonna select OK. So this we were going to select the chain, and I'm gonna do the center line for that. So now we are good, and I'm gonna select OK and come out of and gonna select the mid plane so that it will be aligned with that. So mesh it is no more. I mean, as it should be a single body. Okay, fine, good. So now what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna give a cut here. For that I need this each body to be cut by having an intersection option or a combine option to remove this profile. So for that what I'm gonna do here is like I will just roll back, or maybe probably yeah, I can do this roll back and go for direct editing and move body and select all bodies, let it be get selected. Totally we have 39 to 40 bodies, so it's a graphical issue, so that's the reason it's taking time for my system. Just hold on. Yes, so I will go with a copy one. I just need a copy of that. Oh yes. So here what I'm gonna do here is I will suppress this for now, and I'm gonna do with X2 both X2, and we'll try a combine option. If not working, we'll go with you know I mean we'll go with intersection option. So for here combine, you can select Control A to select all the bodies. So simply go here main body. This is our main body. Again deselect, select, and go on and give OK. Yes, perfect. So here this is the main profile which we are saying. So now if I unsuppress, so the remaining bodies will be there. Perfect. So we have a cut over here. So it's kind of a simple trick. We can just follow it. Yes, and from the top you can insert this body. I mean, insert this plywood one by one, and to make this profile. So now to make more strength, so we're gonna do the linear pattern with the same direction how we followed for the future. So now we are gonna do with the body up to the reference. To me, I think we can just take a reference back for this because we used to do a cut actually. So we could have done this is a reference, and again same for this is a reference, so that the bodies will be remain same at the same location when we are going to do the same reference. Yes, so linear pattern. I'm gonna select this as a reference. For this could be the reference, and for direction, it's a front plane, and for this direction to front plane. Okay, and now the interesting thing is you wanna select the body. Perfect. It's properly aligned with the same location where we did now shortcut. And I'm gonna use this time. I don't know. I want this to be 4 and this to be 4. Yes. This time if you select OK, both the penetrating directions are parallel. To avoid performance impact, use option pattern sheets only. This is the reason I just asked you to proceed with this enabling this option. Yes, it will get enable and it got. So this is how I have created this, the modern chair, and this also can be a manufacturable. Like you can just isolate and you can just cut each profile. You can just convert as a body effects, and then you can do it. And if you want to know how to convert as a DFX file, just command in the command section so that I can create a macro for that to create all the bodies as a separate macro. I mean, a DFX file for the laser cuts. So for this now, if you want, you can also apply with the traditional wood colors like how you want. Yeah, you can go with the multiple options here in this appearance, fabric, and so, and you can just try with the different options. The paint, all these things are there. You can go for many miscellaneous, organic, wood, and you go for a different ash. total body you can give, yeah, like that. You can just give it a try. So yeah, hope you like this video. Please do subscribe if you think you have learned something from out of this video, and if you want more interesting video that will boost me, to create a more creative content for you guys. So thank you for watching this video, and see you in the next interesting video. Until then, bye bye from Shapeit. Thank you guys.